That's an amazing realization when you truly realize that there is never anything else but this moment. The first thing you then notice how precious it is. Wow, it's all there is. There's nothing else. There is no future, because when the future comes, it's the present moment. So what is the future? How do you experience the future? As a thought in your head. That's the only reality that future has. And when does that thought happen? Now.
If you pay attention, it's chaotic on the surface. It's like the ocean, you know. A lot of the time, depending on the atmospheric conditions, the waves will be huge or tumultuous or really crazy. Our thoughts, our weather patterns, our emotions are weather patterns. But if you drop in and drop down beneath the surface 20 or 30 meters, it's already here, that stillness, that clarity, that it's our birthright. I see awareness or mindfulness as the final common pathway, and this would include heartfulness, of course, as the final common pathway of what makes us human.
The potential to have a group of people who think about forming the world in an image intentionally, to have them have conversations and exposure to thousands of years old wisdom traditions that have really been dedicated to helping us as individuals and as a society maximize our human potential. Putting those two things together the potential of that is enormous.
We are at a time in humanity in which we have incredible tools now, and we are being asked to marry these incredible tools with an equivalent transformation of heart and wisdom that you all know that is as innate to you as your own breath.
This is a really interesting conversation because technology, spirituality, which is so ancient, and technology, which is seemingly so new, yet it's happening for a reason. It's evolving for a reason. It is a part of this bigger picture that we're just plugging ourselves into.
We had this thing where I told people when they joined Twitter that the definition of success was three-pronged. It was we had to build a great business, we had to change the world, and we had to love our work. And two of the three wasn't acceptable. And so, and that was in the work part. And for me, success as a human is all those things that work, but also have a balanced and a healthy home life.
It's actually a running joke at Asana that mindfulness and balance are words that get used in almost every single meeting, because it just comes up over and over again that if you're not paying attention to what you're doing and how you're doing it, it's very hard to be doing it well.
My son is 18, and I think the way he communicates is different. You know, if I send him an email, I have to text him or post a message on Facebook saying, hey, I emailed you, go read it. So, you know, for him, email is like something his parents do. And if I leave him a voicemail, he says, Mom, why do you leave me a voicemail? I know I had a missed call. I'll call you when I have time. I'm like, excuse me? When you have time?
You know, these things are just branded so poorly, you know, and I think who's gonna be excited to go join the suffering club? Who wants to be accurately punctured?
Right.
But we need it.
Right.
We saw, for example, in the recent financial crisis, what can happen when an entire sector of human society, you know, has a serious lapse of, you know, morality. What happens? You know, everybody suffers. So technology is in a kind of a similar sector, but it's even more powerful to be able to see, you know, with my own eyes, actually the kind of thought processes that has been going in. And the amount of people from the technology world who, you know, explicitly acknowledges that they have personal practice, that they strive to find that stillness within them.